Hey guys, Dylan here with Team Golden Age. We got a sponsored player.
Arigato tarimasu, Steven Gongor, aka Steven Lorengo.
And what'd you do today, or this past weekend?
Uh, I won with the worst deck in the room, playing Bougie Turbo. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And I'll go in the shout outs. Shout outs to my sponsor, Team Golden Age of Patriot Game. Shout out to Paulie for staying up with me the day before, playing a deck that we took a lot of time theory crafting a bad deck on purpose because it's YCS Lubbock. You have to think outside of a box that's like doesn't exist. It's weird to explain. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no meta at Lubbock, so there's no box to even think out of. You gotta play a bad deck. And I didn't have none of the cards I was supposed to play because the regional got canceled. So yeah, I asked someone if anybody had a deck, and like they're like, it's always fucking salad, never fails.
Salad.
It's always someone has an extra salad deck, and the deck's ass.
Boozy salad.
So there was like 50 people there, pretty cool. And a shout out to my girlfriend and my kiddos, Mikey and Ishi, for sending me the cards that I needed, that I didn't even end up needing. So thank y'all for that. And also, she's my only theory partner along with Polly for Yu-Gi-Oh. And shout out to Matt Hatter's House of Games for giving out packs for everybody who came every round and for a random door prize. And a big money bag Lex, love that boy.
Alright, let's get to your deck.
Gazelle, third best card in the deck. Flame Buffalo, actual best card in the deck. 3 Debug, 3 Foxy. I played a high amount of cards that like say get cards because there's a lot of trap decks at YCS Fake Lubbock, and you want to summon a threat every turn to where they have to answer it. And also against since literally there's 55 billion go second players in YCS Lubbock, when they make you go first, you always want to open one of these. And also, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just don't know how to play Solid, and they handed me a pile of cards, and I made a deck. Yeah.
Okay.
2 Jaguar, 3 Spinny. This is incorrect. It should be a Jaguar, but I didn't pull a Jaguar until round 3. So yeah, poggers. But this did come up though, running 3 because it's the only way to outwin the without Super Poly. 1 Falco, 1 Foul. 3 Ash for Shaddoll Fusions, and it just hits every deck.
It's also fire, so you can add it back.
Yeah, it's also fire. I didn't know that apparently at the tournament until finals. Oh, that's not right.
Oh,
that's not a Sanctuary. This card and this card. This like Gazelle. This is good. My Bailings got Ash a lot. That was fucking weird. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Apparently that's a new play. People were trying the
Lubbock.
tournament. 3 Will. It's good. It's not good game 1s against Nibiru, but game 2 and 3 where you have more impactful cards you can side in. It's very good when you get Nibiru because you get to bring back Wolf. 3 Sign in Mind, 3 Desires, because you know if they're gonna make you go first, you need more power consistency cards that like just have a high power level. And then against trap decks, these are really good. Until Sign in Mind gets ashed. 3 Super Poly. It's the most diverse go first and go second card because you can like set it. And against Shaddoll Invoke, even if they Shaddoll Fusion for free, and if it somehow didn't get roared or ashed or something, Super Poly is generally the better one to have set because if they resolve Shaddoll Fusion, even if they hit it with Dragon, you still take their monster, summon their Predator Fusion monster, and that card is just very good against fusions. And it's good. That card's good against Spiral and Salad. 2 Call Out of Grave. I want cards that are good going first and second, and this hits a lot of rogue decks in general and go second decks. Like getting rid of miscellaneous swords is actually very important, I feel. 2 Rage, 2 Wars. I didn't want them to get banished by Desires. For extra deck, the real important runs, because my extra deck is boozy. I don't got a sword. I don't got a bolt or sword dragon. I wish I did. I would have killed everybody if I did. Yeah, these I think I took out a third Baylynx. You would never need a third Baylynx, but I definitely needed third Baylynx like 20 fucking games. I won't lie to you, fellas. I definitely needed the third Baylynx. But that's just me, and I know how to play Solid, to be honest. I was like, you don't need that shit. You definitely do. This card, because it hits all the fusion decks, and Invoke Ecilium doesn't, because people play Pure Shaddoll and like Thunder Dragons, like YCS Lubbock, people play that shit. Adding Nisters to out the Spiral board and Salad board. And then this card against go second decks that are just like really ignorant, just make this shit.
It's the best card for YCS Lubbock, guys.
Yeah, it actually is. This card was like, people could out that shit. I was like, damn, that's weird. Side deck.
There are other salad cards, like your
Yeah,
basic
there's
salad
there's
cards.
other cards, but like y'all know what salad plays, like 3 wolf. I mean, it'd be weird if I told you like if I only played 2 wolf. I didn't buy it. I thought about it. Going first against most of the good decks. This package right here is very important. You need to play around evenly matched. You need to play around Nibiru. You need something. The reason why I plays around Nibiru when you go first, because if they Nibiru you, you need to have one of these. You need to have one of these cards to stop their next turn, essentially, and then you get to play again next turn. And unless they have a second Nibiru, then yeah, you can play. And then against trap decks, play these bad boys. Definitely needed a 3 evenly matched. I just forgot to tell my girlfriend to send me a third one because I'm smart. Combo decks, I'm going second. I play 2 raw sphere mode and Alancia. So like since I have Powder Desires, I have a way to see sphere mode and 3 Super Poly. Lancia just it's good against most of the combo. Like it's pretty good against Spiral. It's like good enough to where it stops most of their board. And then what's it called against the Rocket deck? Yeah, it's pretty good. And then yeah, it's pretty much it. Siding, I could tell you. Actually, I could tell you how to side out. Going first, you actually side out Paul Desires. You side out Paul Desires and you side out this package because you don't want to banish none of your targets. Like you want to see it throughout the whole game. And the reason being, since you're going first, like it's going to be hard to kill you at all times. So every point of the game, you want to be able to draw one of these, just in case you don't. And you just can't Desires away any of the artifact targets either. And Flame Buffalo and Sign of Mining is like good enough, and to make you see these cards hopefully. And then yeah, March 21st, we have a tournament at Patriot Games in the Midland, Odessa area. Come by, $20 to enter. Use the prize card tournament for a super rare Utopia Kaiser. Yeah, and we have top 4 prizing, and it's gonna be based on how many people enter. So yeah, just roll through. We don't give a fuck about Corona. We were never getting that shit. We probably got it, to be honest. I'm just kidding. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's done with the deck proportion. Now, if you want to see, this is gonna be a tournament report why you shouldn't play Solid, even if it won. It doesn't matter. Results are into thinking bad. Like it's not the deck. It's just me. I just don't know how to play the deck at all, too. So round 1. I couldn't remember who I played, and I remember why because I didn't play nobody. I got to buy. Round 2, I played against the boy. He was playing pure Shadal. Game 1, I just did solid things. Actually, did he win game 1? Oh no. I mean, no. Did he go first? Yeah, I think he went first, but I just had Super Pauly, so that was cool. Game 2, could have probably won that game, but I didn't know how to OTK. So yeah, and I didn't want to slow play, so I just like ended up passing, even though I figured out how to OTK afterwards. That was pretty funny. Game 3, just did solid things. It's pretty good. That deck's really hard to kill. And I really just didn't try to like Dabushka at all either. Round 3, I played against one of the New Mexico players, one of the better players in our area named Paul. He's playing Alter Guys. Game 1, I went first and did solid things. Some of the Link guy, the Link Karibo, Trap guy, and Set of War. And yeah, that's pretty much game. Game 2, honestly, my hand is perfectly aligned to counter his. Like he summoned Inspect the Border, and I had a Twin Twister for his 2 back row. Twin Twisted his 2 back row and discarded a Spinny. And then yes, I had a Rage in hand and a Jaguar, and yeah, I just set pass with a Lady Debug in my hand for next turn. And yeah, Twin Twister resolve, pass turn. He attacked. Oh, I made Baylinks. I summoned Jaguar, made Baylinks, added the field spell, and then yeah, I linked it off. I reincarnated or whatever, and then passed turn, and yeah, he set an anti-spell. I think it was. I forget. Yeah, I think he set an anti-spell. He said anti-spell. He tried to attack over Baylinks. I protected it. I didn't activate Rage right then and there because I want to see what trap card he draws. Because me taking damage was negligible. So I took the damage. He went to end phase, and then he passed turn to me. And he flipped anti-spell. And I just, to make sure now I know the coast is clear, is just a fucking anti-spell. Or whatever. Activate Rage and just proceeded to just kind of just kill him. Because, yeah. Round 4. Was that round 3 already? No, that was round 3. Round 4, I played against Invoked Magnite. That deck was... I don't know if that deck was good or not because I just straight up lost to Nibiru. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have had, like, Gemini Elf Beatdown as his main deck and just Nibiru'd me game 2 and 3, and I would have lost. So, like, yeah, that's what happened. I got Nibiru'd and didn't draw any of the cards that let me live after getting Nibiru'd, so I lost that. That's the only round I lost. In round 5, I played against Dinos. He could have beat me too, but he didn't knee read me right in game 3. He's supposed to just knee read me before I get back my Gazelle, and he waited. He let it resolve to me. I got back my Gazelle, and I had one of the cards that let me live, and yeah, I ended up winning because of that. I mean that, and I had to grind, do very smart plays, because a lot of people, I kind of see them use Ash right away, but I don't think people have an understanding of what you lose to. Like, people just kind of Ash the first thing. You need to hold. I feel like, even though people are like, oh, just Ash the first thing, you need to. I feel like you can win. You'll win the games regardless if you hold Ash for the cards that you actually lose to, because you're gonna feel real fucking dumb if you Ash the first thing and they play a card you lose to. Outright, and you ashing doesn't matter the first thing at all usually, because it's solid, and you play Rage and Roar, and that's usually enough. And then next round I play against Dinosaurs again. God, I fucking hate Dinosaurs. That deck is so dumb. He's playing Go First Dinosaur, so when he went to Dinosaur, I was like, oh god, no. And yeah, he made Doka. Yeah, he made Doka and some other shit, and I just lost. Game 2, I went first. Just did solid things and had one of the Gob trap cards. Game 3, he went first, and I think he bricked. Yeah, he bricked. He bricked, and then he did solid things. And top 8, played him instantly into top 8. Well, how many rounds was that? 6? Yeah, that's right, 6. Yeah, 6 rounds, and then top 8, we played against each other instantly. I won a dice roll. Thank God. I still lost because I lost game 1 because I fucked up because I don't know how to play Salad. I discarded I Silent Mining the wrong card away. I was supposed to Silent Mining Rage away and not Roy, and I did vice versa, and so I couldn't reset Rage off its own effect, and I had to make it because my board would have ended up being the Boost Gun Defense, Wolf, Rage and Roar, and a Gazelle in hand, but instead it was Rage, Roar, Wolf, and a fucking the Link Karibo guy, and Gazelle. So yeah, that sucked a lot. I lost because of that. In game 2, since I opted to go first and the previous match before that, and I knew he was gonna play a lot of side cards because he played no material going second, I let him go first and then I went second. And yeah, he just bricked, and he bricked and I won because of that. In game 3, he decided to go first. He bricked, which is weird. I don't think he actually bricked, to be honest. I think he just just didn't know what to play to do. He just summoned a giant Rex and passed, and I was like, oh god, yes. And yeah, I draw, and I did some solid things. I thought it was pretty okay because I had a Rage and an Ash, and I had a Wolf and a Nightmare Fiend co-link. And if apparently he bricked, I don't know what one card he can draw to unbreak his hand. And the next turn, I pass, and I attack over his giant Rex, and then next turn I pass, he summons a Oviraptor, and I'm like, okay. He's like, oh fuck, and he forgot to play Lost World first, and I was like, oh god, yes, I fucking would have lost the game automatically if he activated Lost World, straight up. And he summoned Oviraptor, activated effect, I ashed it, resolved, he activated Fool's Barrel since a Miscellaneous Source, and then activate Lost World, and then he discards Miscellaneous Source after that, and I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that shit should have been discarded when I ashed him. So thank God he misplayed 3 times in a fucking row, because God, I was losing that game 1000%. Oh god. Oh yeah, I got mind control to bait out my Rage. That was another thing too. And then yeah, I won because of that. And in top 4, I played against a local player named Ryan, very good player. He's playing Altergeist. In game 1, I won a Dyro, and I just did solid things, just made a Link Karibo trap guide and made set Rage, and yeah, Altergeist can't beat that.
Put it back.
And in game 2, it was very hard. That game 2 was hard as hell. He opened up Double Judgment, Summon Strike, Marionetter, and then I think another Marionetter. And yeah, and I had Twin Twister, 2 Rage, a fucking Spinny, and Sanctuary, and the 6th card, I forgot what it was, to be honest with you. And yeah, I had to grind out that game. Basically, we got down to a point where he was at 300 life points, and he was at 300 life points from using all his Solemns, and like we're top decking. I have like 5 or 6 cards left in my deck, and all he has is Link Karibo on the field. And I have a debug in hand, and I draw, and I drew Pragan Tops, and I was like, oh god, yes, and like just special summon Pragan Tops, and summon debug, attack over, attack for game because he's at 300. If I didn't draw Pragan Tops though, he had like one more turn to draw like a way to get Faker, I guess, or Meloseek or something. But like yeah, I was not drawing very good that game to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then finals, I played against Invoke Shaddoll. Like Jesus Christ, yeah, don't ever fucking like hit me up when I'm playing at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I think my phone was like blowing up constantly. That shit was terrible. Kept on. I didn't know how to play Salad. I still don't. Game 1. Honestly, don't remember what happened. Did I win game 1?
Yeah, I went to game 3.
Did I win game
I think he won game 1, you won game 2, and then.
Oh yeah. Game. Okay, I remember what happened game 1. I didn't just straight up super poly when he was attacking. If I was super poly, I would trigger Wolf to add back Gazelle, and I have a Predator Plant link right here. Next turn, I would have linked off into Leo, bait out his El Shaddoll fusion. Then he had to proceed to summon Winda, which is like doesn't do anything, and then I would just like make a summon, normal summon, special, tack over, and then overlay into Debuska, switch Predator Plant to defense or whatever, and just pass turn. And next turn, if he can't break my board, then I get to win. But I didn't do that. What ended up actually happening was I didn't super poly right away. He killed my wolf, and like yeah. But that game was a lot harder. But like if I knew how to play my deck, yeah, the games would always be free. But I just know how to play Salad. And then game 2, I honestly don't remember what happened. Game 2, did I do Salad shit or something?
Yeah, you did Salad stuff in Baguska.
Oh yeah, I just made Debuska. Yeah, Debuska's a pretty good card. Game 3 was kind of a scramble. Like, God, you know how many? I counted how many times I needed Bortle, fucking Sword Dragon, and I just didn't have that shit. Like, I fucking like, I misplayed like 20 times in that match. Like, God, that was like terrible. Like, that Bortle Sword, like, it would never matter. Like, get to the point. Like, I had to make a bunch of like different plays because usually every time in my head, I'm like, man, you know what? Be cool if I just had a Bortle Sword Dragon right now to just end this game and not even become close at all. But I didn't have that card, so yeah, it was hard. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The tournament was kind of fairly easy to be honest. Like even with me like not knowing how to play the deck, it was fairly easy. Like I think just having just a better deck in general and just it just hits multiple cross. Like my deck wasn't bad against literally any deck at all. I think my worst matchup is probably Dragon Rockets, but nobody's good enough in the area to play a real combo deck besides me. So like, yeah, I didn't play against that. So poggers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the tournament report.
All right, well,
come out to the tournament next week.
Oh yeah, tournament for a prize card, and yeah, that's.
And don't play this deck, Bob. This is not. Don't play this. Do not play side. Don't like let it be like. Don't let me winning. And now I know how to play the deck fully. This deck is actually just fucking terrible. Like people should not ever lose a Salad. Like if your strategy loses a Salad, and like even if you can't outplay Salad somehow, like I don't know what to tell you, buddies. And don't tell me like you're winning YCS. Like I don't want to hear the results or anything because the best player in Europe won with that deck, and it's just like I don't know. I fully believe it's the player. Like there's no way. This deck was terrible. Like every time I was playing, I was just like, I lose to like 50 things. Never lost to those 50 things. It was weird. And yeah, but the one out of the 50 things I did lose to was Nibiru twice. So yeah, and that occurs a lot. So don't play this deck or Super Poly. But thankfully nobody was main decking Super Poly, and had Attic Mister at least.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Well, that's Team Golden Age and Steven. And yeah, that's pretty much it.